Good morning, Facebook family and YouTube subscribers. Today is Tuesday, the 18th of March, 2014. It seems like March is flying by very quickly, getting very close to my 29th birthday coming up in just a few weeks. Look forward to that. Getting close to 30, almost over the hill. Anyway, I always do these posts about love and relationships on Facebook, and that's what kind of led to me doing these YouTube videos. I started off posting about my relationship, discussing relationships, and that's what kind of snowballed into me heading down here on YouTube, doing videos discussing relationships and other hot topics. But I noticed one thing from day one when I first started posting about relationships on on Facebook. So much negativity from African Americans about relationships. I didn't understand where all this hate and negativity came from. They weren't positive comments. I'll be posting positive stuff, and people will be attacking me left and right because for some reason, and I'm not sure why, but African Americans tend to look very negatively or have very negative opinions about relationships. Gay, straight, it doesn't matter. We don't look at relationships in a positive light. It's like we go into a relationship. I kind of get the impression that we go into relationships looking for trouble, looking for problems, looking for issues to start. It's like when I would read these comments, I would be sitting there I would be amazed at the amount of negativity that we have in the black community towards relationships. And I've always wondered, where is this coming from? Why do we view relationships, marriages, everything in such a negative light? Why don't we view relationships as a positive, family building, net worth building? We don't view relationships in a positive way. It's just, at least I have not seen, and I know I'm not the only person who has seen the consistent negative posts and comments and even off Facebook. Whenever I go to parties or functions and people bring up the subject of relationships or why they're single, they just have nothing but negative comments to say over and over and over, and nothing positive. Now, we've all had negative relationships. I've had bad relationships. I've had good relationships. But I'm not going to spend the vast majority of my life looking at all the negative things that took place, or negative or bad things that took place in relationships that I previously had. I just don't have the energy to focus so exclusively on the negative stuff and forget all the great positive things that took place in my relationships. I do believe, this is just my personal opinion, we all need healthy relationships because it helps us to grow. It helps us. You need a partner in your life to take your life to a different level. I don't believe in this I'm an independent man, I'm an independent woman bull crap that so many black folks subscribe to. It irritates the hell out of me when I see people, I'm an independent person, sitting up in some 3,000 square foot house by your damn self with 3 cars parked outside, but it's just you, and you might have a dog or 2. But what's so special about this independent mess? And it doesn't help us to get anywhere as a race of people. All these single, independent mothers raising these children that clearly don't have a clue how to survive in society because they're missing a key component, a father. So we've taken The African American community has taken relationships and we've demonized them. We've made it a bad thing to be in a loving relationship. I've encountered so much negativity from people when I bring up the subject that me and Earl have been together 18 years. Some people are happy, but the vast majority is like, oh, you should have been left that relationship. Why? It's kind of sad to me that we don't value relationships, or we don't understand the importance of having a relationship, or a good marriage, or a good wife, or a good husband, or a good partner. We don't see the use of it. We don't see anything positive in it. We don't see the value. And I think that's why so many issues in our community, so many issues that are having very destructive behaviors in the black community come from not knowing how to, or not being capable of being in a loving relationship. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking too deep at the problem. But there's something wrong when you have so many African Americans who would prefer to be alone, who would prefer to be independent, who prefer to be and live by themselves. You got a lot of black folks living alone all across the United States of America. They'd rather live alone than be in a loving relationship. Something's wrong with that. And we really need to figure out why it is so difficult for African Americans to have positive, loving relationships, marriages. And I'm not saying all of us have these problems. There are a lot of people who are having great marriages and great relationships, but let's just be honest. The vast majority of African Americans are single. And for some reason, we've allowed this mentality to take over our community, and we view, unfortunately, so many of us look at relationships in a very, very extremely negative light. And we need to change that thinking process. We need to change how we view relationships and how we view marriages and how we view partners. So and maybe if we change that, we can make some serious changes in the African American community, because we all need love and we all need healthy relationships. But anyway, this again is just my opinion. I can imagine a lot of people are going to be, I can imagine reading the comments, all the negative comments from me suggesting that we need relationships. But we do. We all need love. And we all need successful, loving relationships with a partner or a husband or a wife or whatever. I think that's why we have so many problems in our community, because of the lack of love. But again, it's just my opinion. If you like my videos, please click like, give me some feedback. Why do you think that why do African Americans have such a difficult time viewing relationships in a positive light? Why are we so negative about relationships? I would love to hear you guys' opinions. Have a great Wednesday. I'm out of here. Don't forget to share my videos with family, friends, and enemies. We all got a few enemies. They're everywhere. Matter of fact, some of them friends you call them friends are really your enemy. So you all have a great Wednesday. I'm out. Bye.